It's West Orange's last home game of the regular season as they host the Bloomfield Bengals. West Orange coming to this one with a record of 5-2. Bloomfield 2-5. Stay tuned for pregame and kickoff next right here on the NFHS Network.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it for Frazier.
Turning to the end zone. What a catch. Mackay touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
Welcome to West Orange, New Jersey. I'm Jacob Gorin, joined by Ryan Lowy. And we're set for a great night of football here in the Mountaineers' final home game of the season. They are playing the Bloomfield Bengals. West Orange 5-2, Bloomfield 2-5. Now handing off to the voice of West Orange Athletics, Ryan Lowy.
Well, Jacob, I thank you so much. We'd like to thank you for joining us right here on the D1 Media page on the NFHS Network. I'm Ryan Lowy, joined with Jacob Gorin and Jordan, the recording Cooper, on camera. It is not only West Orange's last home game of the season, but it is also senior night for these tough West Orange Mountaineers who have battled through a long and hard regular season. Last year's season was shortened due to COVID-19. No playoffs. This year, a 9-week regular season with playoffs coming up real soon. Jacob, you have keys to the game for the visiting Bloomfield Bengals and then the West Orange Mountaineers for us.
Yeah, so we'll start out with Bloomfield, and for Bloomfield close out their road season strong. This is their final road game of the year. They're playing Livingston next week at home, and you know they haven't exactly had the best record on the road, but a win here against West Orange would really help. Not sure how reasonable that would be to expect, considering the two teams' records and reputations really in the high school football community. But you know, definitely try to get the win at home as well. Atkins and Evans need to play well. They're the two dual running backs, and they both put up over 300 rushing yards on the season. They want to win today. They need them to step it up. And for West Orange, Xander Lipsy, the West Orange starting quarterback. They had a bit of a duel to start this season. Traded off a few guys, but Lipsy won the starting job, and he's been really zipping the ball around. One guy he has not been zipping the ball around to is Ja'Kai Williams, who has 400 rushing yards in the season, 77 touches. Look for him to get maybe a few more as they look to get him to 100 touches on the season in their final 2 games. Ryan?
Well, thank you, Jacob. That was your keys to the game. Coming up, the pregame ceremony. Stay tuned right here on the D1 Media page on the NFHS Network as we honor the West Orange seniors.
Screen pass out in the flat, caught, and it's a touchdown for St. Peter's. O'Donnell swinging away, puts it over the shortstop's head. That's a base hit. It'll score 1. Faraz on his way home. Throw in is not in time. Going quickly, Bullock takes the snap, throws to the far side, wide open, touchdown.
In there, called strike 3 looking. Mulcahy strikes out the side. He's perfect through 2.
Now up ahead for the Marauders. Here comes Bengals. They score! Michael Benkovich for St. Peter's Prep. Bounced on the ground to short. Faraz Fields flipped to O'Donnell 1. Throw on to first in time for a double play. We'll look back out there for the Marauders. He takes the snap. Looking over the middle. Has a man. Can he scores? Reels it in. 35. Stick on to defenders. 2 on to the 20. Once again. Hit in the air to deep center field. Sicka moving on the back at the wall. It's gone! Ellis Reed with a 2-run blast. And the Marauders have a 6-0 lead.
St. Peter's Prep has the best coverage for its student athletes. Why don't you?
Welcome back to West Orange, New Jersey. Ryan Lowy, Jacob Gorin on the call, Jordan Cooper on camera. Jacob, today we have 2 massive, strong quarterbacks coming into this game number 8.
Yeah, quarterbacks are the most important position in football. So we're going to be talking about both of each team's quarterback for Bloomfield. Charles Ablanau has been their starting quarterback all year now. He has 207 passing yards on 45 attempts, 14 completions, a touchdown, 5 interceptions. He has not been the best. They really relied on their running game, which has rolled in 2 running backs with over 300 yards. We already talked about Adkins and Evans. They are the co-players to watch for Bloomfield. And on the West Orange side, like I said, quarterback's the most important position. It really, Xander Lipsy has really been a big factor of West Orange's success. 801 passing yards on the season for Lipsy. 65 completions on 97 attempts, 8 throwing touchdowns. But he's actually not their leader in total touchdowns on the season. That would be Makai Green, who has not only rushing touchdowns and receiving touchdowns, but he has a passing touchdown as well. 9 total.
So now let's go to the senior night festivities right here at Suriano Field in West Orange, New Jersey.
Coming out here, number 3, Gavin Rembert with Dwayne Rembert and Debbie Rembert.
Make it so they can hear the background.
Number 5, Eric Massey with Katrina Massey and Kevin Massey. Number 6, Jameer Brutus with Magdalene Brutus and Johnny Brutus.
Just get everything. You know you're good. You're very good.
And number 7, Makai Green with Tia Green, Earl Green. Number 10, Elijah Matos with David Matos and Sandra Matos. 13 and 14, Josiah and Jamarius Lawson with Kevin Lawson and Aline Lawson.
Get ready, I'm just going to change it a bit.
Number 15, quarterback, Xander Lipsy with Cassandra and Marie Lipsy. Number 18, Ahmad Hutchins with Coach Green. Number 4, Tyree Ware with Trisha and Thaddeus Ware. Number 25, Sean Tandy with Derek and Melanie Tandy. Number 26, Marcus Green Jr. with Marcus Green Sr. to Sean Smith Green. Number 27, Peter Izomo with Doris Izomo. Number 28, Leo Levine with Catherine LaBelle and Jeffrey Levine.
If someone's singing, just leave it on the whole time. If it's the national anthem, show both teams for a bit and then switch to the flag.
31, Dumoulin with Peter Dumoulin and Maddie.
It doesn't matter on you to decide. That's what I'm saying, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so for the next one.
32, Mason Luciano with Roberto and Emily Luciano. 33, Matthew Bove with Mark Bove and Alicia Hunshin.
Is it Bovey or Bove?
Number 40, Ike Odemine with Leslie and Emmanuel Odemine.
I'm just going to go with Bovey.
51, Corey Dishman with Corey Dishman and Shakima Dishman. 58, Joshua Philemon with Renito and Shane Philemon. 72, Larry Verducci, with Larry Verducci and Beverly Verducci. 76, Big Don, Donovan Cunningham, with Wendy Jane and Tyrone Cunningham. 79, Brian Gordon, with Nicole King, Patricia King, and posthumously Fahina Gordon. And number 81, Owen Page with Charles Wright. Thank you, seniors.
Let's hear it one more time for all of our senior football players. Next up, we honor the seniors from our cheerleading squad. Our season is off to a great start. We had a successful 4 days at UCA camp back in August where we took home the Program Leadership Award plus multiple other awards for game day and routine competition. Our varsity competition team became the SEC Colonial Champions at Cheer for a Cure at Bloomfield High School on October 4th. We've had great success at all of our games at all 3 levels, and can't wait to see how the football season plays out. To introduce our senior cheerleaders, Coach Gina Paserchio.
All right, we have our 4-year flyer, Christina Charles, escorted by Dad Jonathan, best friend Angel, and sister Jada.
Pardon me.
Next up, we have our 4-year main base, Jamie Harris, escorted by her parents, Dana and James Harris.
You do a good job.
Next up, we have 4-year main base, Amaya Holmes,
Hey, no, it's great.
escorted by
Everything's
Mark
going right.
Chance,
Not a
Rob
problem.
Holmes, Maya Elby, and Ava Johnson.
The what? I'm talking about the stream. I don't care about what happens in the pregame. I mean, I don't care what happens when we're offline. I'm talking about when we're on. We're online.
Then we have a 2-year back spot, Samantha Nunez,
Wait,
escorted by parents Mary and Vlad Nunez.
Yes. What'd I say? It's not picking up.
We have a 4-year side base, Isabel Rivas, escorted by Coach T and Coach Ashley. And last but not least, we have a 4-year back spot, Amina Young, escorted by Mom Robin Young and Zaria Young.
Let's give one more round of applause for all of our senior cheerleaders. And now for our senior marching band members. The 2021 edition of the Marching Mountaineers are led onto the field with 18 dedicated and talented senior performers. The band has traveled to 4 competitions so far this season, coming in first place at the Roxbury High School and Randolph High School shows. At both shows, the band took captions for Best Music, Best Visual, and Best Overall Effect in Show. The West Orange Marching Band also hosted their largest invitational ever on October 9th, featuring 20 bands in performance. The senior members have shown that they live by the band motto, pride, dedication, and excellence. To bring out our senior members of the Marching Mountaineers, Associate Director Aaron Legatic.
All right, now introducing one of our color guard captains, Yasmin Abunajah. Parents Ibrahim and Heather Abunajah, and siblings Yusuf and Leila Abunajah. Next up, our saxophone section leader, Talia Adelson. Parents Michael and Allison Adelson. Next up, outstanding color guard member, Rebecca Berkowitz. Escorted by parents Robin and Jill Berkowitz. Next up, our marching captain, Taylor Brown. Escorted by Caroline Cole. Next up, outstanding mellow player Sean Cox, escorted by Robin and Jennifer and Charles Cox. Next up, our upper brass section leader Alex Scott, escorted by parents Tom and Tracy Knott. Next up, our baritone section leader, Esther Garcia, escorted by Robin, Bill, and Darlene Garcia, and siblings, Sandra and cousin Nova. Next up, our outstanding snare drummer, Aditya Jacob, escorted by Mom John Jacob, and siblings, Aishwarya and Adarsh.
So they're gonna go through all the ball sports.
Wait, they don't have like a senior night for
They do, but I guess they want to do everything tonight. It's fine. We have the battery for it.
Next up, our drumline captain, Yashley Rami, escorted by Sister Yana.
Yeah, why don't you turn the mics off? You messing up my camera? Nope. Okay. You just gotta remember to turn the mic.
Next up, outstanding color guard member, Bobby Lee, escorted by Mom Next up, our senior drum major, Ayush Ray. Next up, our flute section leader, Gabrielle Payne. Escorted by parents Don and Trish Payne and siblings Danielle, Miles, and Morgan Payne. Next up, outstanding snare drum player, Ethan Raymond. Escorted by Mom, John, and siblings Reagan and Grayson.
There's regular, then there's pants, and then there's
Next up, our clarinet section leader, Lyle Robinson, escorted by Mom, Dr. Robinson, and Sister Jaylee Robinson.
white, and then there's invisible. No, Jordan, you're
Next up,
you're like,
outstanding
you're
saxophone player,
invisible.
Keanu Rodriguez, escorted by Dad Eddie Rick and sibling Suriano.
are showing up. There's people out here. Yeah. Like, it's not a terrible...
I don't see like a line though.
It's better than living.
And the second one.
Let's hear it one more time for our senior marching Mountaineers. All right, now it's time to honor our other fall sport programs here in lieu of our pep rally as we're celebrating Mountaineer Spirit Night. First, acknowledging the cross-country team who are not here tonight due to some intense training that they're taking part in. However, we will still acknowledge seniors Vanessa Frederick and Satia Mall, as well as Sebastian DeSimone and Jason Jackson. The cross-country team is full of youth this year and have very few seniors, but the girls finished second at the conference championships while the boys finished 8th. They will wrap up their season with the Essex County Championships on October 29th and the NJSIAA State Sectional Championships on November 6th. The boys soccer team is also on a bus right now on the way back from a game. But to acknowledge their seniors, Jeremy Green, Richard Capocici, Ari Rosu, Santi Orico, Francisco Suka, Tyrese Folks, Zach Arthas, and Kennedy Abizam. The boys soccer team had an outstanding season so far. They are currently 13-4 and were ranked as high as number 12 in the state of New Jersey. They have victories over state-ranked opponents Montclair and Livingston this season. They also made it to the county finals where they fell to Seton Hall Prep in a tight one. Boys soccer and cross country.
No, that was better than
Yeah, you have to make it flying. Like a baby flying.
And now for our girls tennis seniors. Funke Ashodi, Giovanna Simpson, Brianna Anderson, Willica Destine, Kira McGrath, and Lucretia Blanco. The girls tennis team has just wrapped up a very successful 2021 season, led by senior captains Funke Ashodi and Gio Simpson. The Mountaineers collected some impressive wins over Mount St. Dominic Academy, Verona, Bloomfield, and Passaic. They also advanced to the second round of the state sectional tournament this year. Thank you to all of our seniors, and we wish you the best of luck in all that you do. Next, our girls volleyball seniors. Courtney Adams and Emily Eder. The girls volleyball team competed in the American Division this year, which is one of the toughest conferences in the state. The ladies battled and held their own, fighting their way through the season. These girls have a strong rapport with one another and are the epitome of a team. And now our seniors from the girls soccer program. Kennedy Morgan, Tori Rideau wins, Jessica Welcome, Caitlin Bridgers, and Alexis Delmacy. The girls soccer team is having an incredible season thus far. The girls have a record of 12 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties. They are the #1 ranked team in Essex County and also ranked in the top 20 in the state of New Jersey. The girls won the Essex County Championship for the second time in 4 years this week by defeating their rivals Livingston 2-1 in the county final. The team is excited to begin the state tournament. Let's give it up for our champs, the West Orange girls soccer team. And now we recognize those who light up the West Orange stage. Let's give it up for the actors and crew for this year's fall play, The Laramie Project. Our senior actors include Una Callender, Abigail Insania, Aiden Lugo, Haley Miller, and Emil Simmons. Senior crew members include Grace Sirocco and Trey Marcel Moore. Seniors who are helping out include Alexa Durande, Valentine Papado, and Percy Goldberg. Come on out and support the fall play, The Laramie Project, on Friday, November 12th or Saturday, November 13th at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Tickets are $15 and go on sale November 1st. You can buy your ticket online at wobo.org/WOHS Dramatix, TIX, or at the door. This product is rated PG-13 and masks are required. See you at the show.
Yes, that's it? Now, because we're going to do the national anthem in a minute, pardon me. All right, I'm queuing my...
Let me pan back.
Okay, go ahead. We're going on, I'm going to say, we're going to stand mute before the national anthem, pardon me. That was your senior night festivities right here at Suriano Field in West Orange, Essex County, New Jersey. We have the Bloomfield Bengals visiting the West Orange Mountaineers in a varsity football matchup. It's game number 8 of 9 this scheduled season. West Orange looking forward to playoff football as the stadium fills up. We're awaiting the national anthem and then kickoff. Stay tuned right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network.
Want to learn how to be a talk show host? Want to be a great play-by-play announcer?
That's good! You always have to be prepared for something to happen.
Thank you, Gary.
Sure, thank you, Matthew.
Good evening, everybody. Today is Super Bowl 54. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers.
But sometimes there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot going on. There's a lot on your mind.
Arizona is a tough out right now.
I think the Chiefs come out of it.
He speaks beautifully.
To speak in front of people, learning how to have a conversation, learning to ask questions. These are skills that will help you in whatever you do in your life.
It's hard to get to everything we have going on here. I mean, this high school has so much. And now you're offering the ability to watch those events without having to travel there.
My dad travels a lot, so he likes to watch the events. Like if I'm playing a volleyball game and he can't make it, he'll watch it and he loves it.
I think it was homecoming. It was Friday night, and it was a punt return. And I returned it all the way back for a touchdown. And then, of course, I showed all my family members, and they really liked it. They liked to see what their family members can do.
Golden Lions.
I think this broadcast is essential because our team is global, and we got people all over the world going to watch the game. So without this, there's no way they can do that.
These kids and these players feel loved. They feel important. And by broadcasting it, you have a bigger group that you're reaching that allows them to know those kids.
Welcome back to Suriano Field in West Orange, Essex County, New Jersey. It's game number 8 for the West Orange Mountaineers and the Bloomfield Bengals. Bloomfield coming to this one with a 2-5 record. West Orange, a propelling 5-2 record. Jacob, a season of interest for West Orange.
Yeah, they've had a great season with a lot of top contributors. Xander Lipsy, Makai Green, Kai Williams, we've all already talked about. Kai Green, though, has really lit it up the past few games. This season, his stats are definitely a bit out there for football players. This is a wide receiver. He has 3 He's passed the ball 3 times. He's actually thrown touchdowns, 63 total yards passing. In terms of rushing, Mekhi Green actually has 18 touches for 318 yards and 5 touchdowns. And in terms of receiving, Mekhi Green has 3 touchdowns for 240 yards and 18 receptions.
Well, Jacob, it's a little windy this evening. However, it looks like we're not going to have a weather issue when it comes to football.
No, we shouldn't. It's going to drop down to about, I saw 55, 57 degrees.
That's right. Remember, you can catch all West Orange games on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network this year. We're awaiting West Orange and Bloomfield to hop on out. The first kickoff has been delayed to roughly 7:20 p.m. Eastern Time from its original 7 o'clock p.m. start. Nonetheless, Ryan Lowry, Jacob Warren will be with you as we're preparing for our national anthem and for kickoff. Now, Jacob, tell me one thing. What is Bloomfield's expectations coming to this game? What level of football will they be playing at? Are they playing above their level, below, or at their level this evening?
It's their final away game of the season. I think they're playing against what's been a rowdy West Orange group all year long, and I think they're going to want to show up a little more than they have all year long. I mean, when they're playing 4 teams, they're not like a that bad of a team. When they play teams that are worse than them, they absolutely crush them, as we saw with Kearney a couple weeks ago. But this is a tough West Orange group, so I think they will play a little above their level, but I still don't think they're going to be able to come out with a win here tonight, Ryan.
Well, Bloomfield is currently warming up. West Orange is still currently not present on the field. Ryan Lowry joined with Jacob Gorn and Jordan, the recording Cooper, right here on the Deal Media page on the NFHS Network. When we come back, we will have football for you.
The middle, barreling towards the goal line. Baldwin is in for a Vance touchdown.
Right down the middle, man. This guy, and he keep going in. He
the ball's loose.
And they hop back on it. That's a touchdown.
Short punt, bounces at the 35. Fielded at the 40 by Quick. Out to the corner. He's got blockers and a lot of green grass in front of him. Cuts back. He's in for a touchdown.
Swing pass in the flat.
Gets to the corner, he's going to get in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Good job, block. 3rd down and 17, a handoff, getting to the outside. There's a first down, and all the way to the races is Elijah McWilliams to the house for a touchdown and for an IMIC for a division championship.
Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey so the entire country can see moments like this?
We play once again.
Well, as you just heard, it is time for football right here at Suriano Field for the last regular season game this year that this beautiful facility will host. The enthusiasm is here as I'm currently being interrupted by sound effects that pump up the crowd with enthusiasm. As you can see right near the tunnel, we have the cheerleaders awaiting for West Orange to pop on out here for their senior night as they take on a Bloomfield Bengals team with only 2 wins and 5 losses on the season. West Orange, the literal opposite, 2 tough losses to their East Orange campus rivals and to one of the best teams in the state of New Jersey, who's been struggling as of late and takes on Pope John tomorrow, the St. Peter's Prep Marauders. Now, Jacob, you were with West Orange all season with me. Tell me, how do you think they have propelled themselves?
Well, they started the year off with a few tough losses. They got a few good wins, but a few tough losses to some really good teams. You know, they got blown out by St. Peter's Prep. You know, that's one of their top teams in the state. Let me remember that. Really close loss against East Orange campus. Besides that, they've really just pummeled their way through every other team they played. And I think they've grown as a group as well. I mean, they've faced adversity this season, and I think they've grown because of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We saw their first home game of the season where they absolutely destroyed east side of Newark they made that game look easy.
Well, I'm going to say they made it look easy, yeah, but I really didn't think that their defense played up to their potential that game. They've really stepped it up as a defensive group.
So it's starting to get really loud here. Bloomfield is ready for the national anthem. West Orange about to pop on out of their tunnel here. It's senior night and their last home game of the season. Coming off of a big homecoming win against Montclair last week. Head coach Darnell Grant very excited for the wrap-up of the season as they take on Irvington on the road next week to prepare for postseason. The crowd's starting to fill in. It's a beautiful, windy, chilly night for football, but that won't stop us from having some fun in West Orange, Essex County, New Jersey, as the smoke comes out and Bloomfield is on the field. Here come the West Orange Mountaineers for the last time this regular season. Now West Orange will huddle on their far side of the end zone as we await the national anthem. Smoke all over the field. Enthusiasm is being brought in here to the stadium for senior night as we not only honor the seniors, but all fall sports. Ryan Lowy, Jacob Gordon, Jordan, the recording, Cooper on camera. We have a full officiating crew on the field and both teams on the field finally. If you're Coach Darnell Grant, what are you saying to your team?
I mean, you're a really good team, Ryan, and you're playing a team that has not had the strongest season. It's your final home game. Good crowd tonight here at Suriano Field. Close things out strong, and that's why I think he's starting this team.
So now it is time for the national anthem for the final time at home this regular season. We're going to send it down to the field.
First Lieutenant Austin Cowley, followed by Cadet Major Katie McCloskey, Cadet Captain Grace Altenberg, and Cadet Second Lieutenant Donna Lewis.
Oh, the people right there?
The color guard.
Yeah, I got it.
Would everyone please remove your hats, stand in quiet attention for the playing of the national anthem. When the anthem is finished, please remain standing until the colors leave the playing field. Thank you.
Beautiful presentation of our national anthem as we are just awaiting a delayed kickoff of football for the last time this regular season right here at Suriano Field. West Orange looking forward to a postseason this year as last year was canceled due to COVID-19, Jacob. A weird, strange season last year. This year, a game less than usual for each program. However, still a nice and long season with a postseason to look forward to.
Yep, it's definitely a return to the more normal for both schools, the Mountaineers and Bengals, but we awaits the coin toss, Ryan.
So it looks like going out for the coin toss for West Orange Mountaineers will be Micaiah Green, Jared Massey, Gavin Rembert, and number 33, Matthew Bovey. And then on the other side for Bloomfield, we have number 53, Jimmy Rodriguez, number 17, the quarterback, Charles Abplanalp, number 30 for them, Jared Adkins, and last but not least, number 56, Vincent Santamone. That is the captains this evening for the visiting Bloomfield Bengals, and prior to that, I mentioned the West Orange captains, which was pretty consistent for the entire season, as they will now stand in the middle of the field on the big WOA letters. And we are now going to wait to see the results of the last coin toss this regular season at Suriano Field. It's senior night as we celebrate not just West Orange football, cheerleading, and the band, seniors, but for all fall sports. Both soccer teams having a fantastic season. County finalists, the girls won, the boys tough loss to one of the top teams in the state of New Jersey, Seton Hall Prep. Tough year for volleyball and a pretty strong year for girls tennis. We have winter season coming up, hockey, basketball. We got all of it for you right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. So the coin toss currently wrapping up as the head official will let Bloomfield choose if they want heads or tails. Once again, Bloomfield 2-5. West Orange coming off of a win, 5-2. Second home game in a row for them. They took down the Mounties of Montclair, who are currently at Livingston High School.
Yeah, Livingston looking to get into a playoff spot with a win tonight against Montclair. They haven't beat Montclair, Ryan, in over a decade, though. 10 years. Tough going for Livingston between those two schools. They're hoping to pull one out.
Well, this game is that game, actually I should say the next town over, just about a 5-minute drive from here, very important because Livingston, no matter the result, take on Bloomfield next Friday. So the visitors, the Bloomfield Bengals, have won the toss and actually elected to receive, a rarity, but is the result of the coin toss. So coming up next, football from Suriano Field for the last time this regular season on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network.
It's hard to get to everything we have going on here. I mean, this high school has so much. And now you're offering the ability to watch those events without having to travel there.
My dad travels a lot, so he likes to watch the events. Like if I'm playing a volleyball game and he can't make it, he'll watch it and he loves it.
I think it was homecoming. It was Friday night, and it was a punt return, and I returned it all the way back for a touchdown. And then, of course, I showed all my family members, and they really liked it. They liked to see what their family members can do.
Golden Lions.
I think this broadcast is essential because our team is global, and we got people all over the world going to watch the game. So without this, there's no way they can do that.
These kids and these players feel loved. They feel important. And by broadcasting it, you have a bigger group that you're reaching that allows them to know those kids.
Here we go. West Orange is about to kick it off and get their final home game of the season underway. Bloomfield 3 back to receive, as it looks like the Mountaineers are ready. Kicking it off for them will be Sampson. Sampson raises his hand. He's ready. The Bloomfield Bengals are ready. Let's play football here at Suriano Field for the last time this regular season. This is a doozy of a kick that is fumbled at the 20 as nobody picked it up. We have a scrum at the 18 on the ground, and the Mountaineers have the football to start off the game. Jacob, we had Bloomfield's offense ready. Put that away, because let's talk about the offense of the West Orange Mountaineers as they will start in the red zone.
Yeah, that was Julian Sampson who kicked off there. And I don't think that was an intentional onside kick, Ryan, but it hit the arm, I believe, of the receiver in a weird spot, bounced to the ground, was recovered by West Orange. You know, now not only do they start an offense, and they started the second half, but they started at the 18-yard line, Ryan. Fantastic field position inside the red zone.
So Xander Lipsy will once again take the reins. Lined up to his left, Power Man. Let's play football. Lipsy throws the ball. It is a slant. That's caught for solid yardage. Cutting on in, opening up the field, spinning around and getting taken down at the 5 is Makai Green. And hold on a minute, Bloomfield thinks they've taken it away, but I don't think so. A nice play to start off the game offensively for West Orange as they're cruising.
Yeah, that was another nice play. Connection between Xander Lipsy and Makai Green. Picks up the first down to the 6-yard line, Ryan.
It's enough for a Mountaineer first down.
That's right. That is just what Makai Green has been doing all year. Good legs. Good shiftiness to get around the Bloomfield defense.
Lipsy from the gun, Williams to his right, snap.
So the snap, it's a handoff to Powerman. Powerman powers on through for an early Mountaineers touchdown.
Ryan, not 38 seconds in. Shakai Williams, I'm sorry. He has been their rushing leader all year long. And that was his 78th touch of the year. That was his 6th rushing touchdown.
And the extra point is up. And it is through the uprights, according to both officials. So not even a minute in, West Orange kick it off. It is a not-so-strong kick that bounces around and is picked up by West Orange before a Bengal can get a touch on the football. 2 plays later, after a slant pass to number 7, Makai Green, they hand it off to Powerman for the 5-yard red zone touchdown run, and then the extra point. It's good. That's our story so far, Jacob. A very strong start for the Mountaineers, who once again send the kicking unit on out. It's special teams time for the second time this evening.
Kicking it off, I believe, actually is going to be Elijah Payne, 28, not 29. So, Elijah Payne. Sorry for not getting credit earlier. That was a good accidental onside kick.
So we do another special teams run as this ball is kicked on up. Once again takes a bounce at the 30 where it is misread. And out of bounds. And they're going to wave it to Bloomfield's side. So now we can introduce the Bloomfield offense, Jacob.
Yeah, Bloomfield offense and out there for the first time this game. Those was another kick recovered by West Orange. And Charles Ablinell is going to come out there for Bloomfield.
First and 10 Bengals.
He's been okay this year. 207 passing yards, 14 completions, a touchdown, 5 kicks though. This West Orange secondary has been good all year. Could be a good matchup for them.
Bloomfield will now start from the 22. After the second kickoff of the game from West Orange, came from Elijah Payne. This is going to be a handoff, running on close side and powering on through to do roughly half the job for Bloomfield. For them is going to be Jaden Evans, and is now going to be second down and medium as we have a running clock. Roughly a minute into this first quarter, and already West Orange is up by 7. Very strong start to senior night.
Yeah, definitely. Want to represent all the students at the school?
Yeah, your student athletes.
West Orange just seems led by seniors, Ryan.
Yeah.
We've already talked about a bunch of them. You know, Kai Green, Xander Lipsy, both seniors. They checked down a play that led to the first touchdown.
So here's the snap now. Applendap waves the receiver to switch sides, hands it on off once again. It's going to be a run that will move the chains by about a yard. Once again, Jaden Evans takes it. And Bloomfield, who are now trying to propel themselves to just their 3rd win of the season, have a first down by 7. So Bloomfield will now work in the huddle. Applendap goes to communicate with his coach. Jacob, a loaded weekend of football as all levels of football are underway. We go Pee-wee all the way up to the NFL. It's been a very exciting year.
Sure has, Ryan. I mean, almost every national game in the National Football League, especially broad televised game, has been really great.
There's a handoff as it's a nice tackle right there. As for the third run, Jaden Evans is shut down.
Loss of yards on the play.
Loss of yards is Josiah Lawson will be credited for the tackle. The 5'9", 170 defensive back.
West Orange tackle made by number 13.
So it's now going to be second and a loss of 3. Jacob, not a massive, enthusiastic crowd here in West Orange, but they really do support their school.
Second down, 13 yards to go.
No,
for
they
Bloomfield
definitely
after
do.
the loss.
I mean,
Ball on their own
every
31
game
yard
that we've
line.
been to, Ryan, there's at least been a decent crowd. No difference tonight.
Yeah, West Orange love their football. As they're very successful at it last year, they were NJSFC divisional champions. This is going to be the first throw of the game. Applendat guns one where it is caught by number 30, Jaden Adkins, to pick up a couple. It'll be third down and long still, 3rd and 9 to be exact.
Ryan, that was a nice play, hard hit, clean hit by Sabor Kareem. Kareem is their team leader in interceptions this year. In total, he's been a force not only for the offense, but for the defense as well. 17 total tackles.
So only one wide receiver lined up close side, and a trick play will now be run as looks like we're going to do a short snap from Jaden Evans. And we have runners. And for the first time this evening, we have a flag, folks, as it is going to be a very obvious false start on number 45 for Bloomfield. That is going to be Jaden Clydesdale. 5-yard penalty, 3rd and 14 for the Bengals, down by 7. So push him back. Jacob, depth-wise, West Orange always looking strong on the bench. Bloomfield, a decent-sized roster, if I do say so myself.
Definitely. Not quite the bench that West Orange has, but the home team always is going to really carry more players. JV team.
To the right, to the left, it will be a throw as the ball is gunned down the field, and it's too strong.
Incomplete.
Pass right there was intended, but not caught there for Jaden Clydesdale as it's incomplete. And it's going to be 4th down. So now Bloomfield looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit.
Nice arm there by Charles Abelin, but I don't like the decision. His receiver was clean. It was almost an interception by Tyree War. Another senior being honored tonight, Ryan.
The Bloomfield punt. It's a high snap. That just gets off. End over end punt. Pops down at roughly the 47 where it is picked up. Took what looked to be a Mountaineers bench, then a Bloomfield bounce, then a Mountaineers bounce, then once again a Bloomfield bounce. But West Orange will take over once again on offense. They're up 7-0. Just 2 plays they needed last drive to propel themselves into the scoreboard where they're up 7-0 with a successful extra point. Powerman, another touchdown, Jacob.
Ryan, I wouldn't expect 2 plays again. 2 plays, 38 seconds again, because they're starting at their own 47-yard line. But West Orange offense has been clicking. They've been really strong all season long.
Ball at their own 47-yard line.
So ball at West Orange is 47. Close side lineup receiver is Jarvis Jones. Too far. Lipsy from the shotgun. He has Powerman to the right side. Here's
Jarvis
the snap.
Jones.
Lipsy will gun one down the field. Jones, who's double covered, can't make the catch, but it's pass interference.
There's a flag.
I saw a PI, Jacob.
That's what I saw too. I think they got there a little early. Jarvis Jones, that's what he does. He was in double coverage, still got open and made the play. It's actually not going to be pass interference, I believe. I think it's going to be a personal foul.
And it is going to be a PI on the defense. So push West Orange up 15 yards by high school and collegiate rules.
15-yard penalty.
In the NFL, they put the ball at the spot of the foul. In high school and college, they give them 15 yards and automatic first down if they'd already earned it, but 15 yards is a lot. And West Orange have a very strong offensive line, so I can't imagine they'll be sacked too much. Lipsy quite comfortable. Lipsy from the shotgun. He'll throw a quick pass that is caught by Massey. Massey cuts on in and looks like he bullies his way through for a first down. And it's Looks like it's going to be just short by a couple inches.
Yeah, they're going to call it 2nd and 1. I didn't think he
Pass
was
is
quite
complete
there.
to number 5,
Great
Jared
ball.
Massey on the play.
Xander Lipsy, Ryan, he does something that not a lot of other high school quarterbacks do. He passes the ball. He looks comfortable, not only with his arm, but with his receiving group. He trusts them. Trust is key, Ryan,
Incomplete pass.
when you want to have chemistry with your receivers.
Pass intended for number 10, Elijah Matos.
So that pass is incomplete to Elijah Matos, and it will now be 3rd and just a yard. Maybe a possible run to Powerman, who on his 1 run so far. Propelled on into the end zone for a West Orange touchdown, roughly 40 seconds in or so. So the ball at roughly the 30. As I said, a handoff to Powerman. He cuts on far side, opens up the field, and has a lot of room to run on in far side for a Mountaineers touchdown.
That's the Powerman. Zakai Williams. He didn't power through that time. He had a lot of room. And gets it to the end zone. 2nd touchdown of the game. That's number 7 on the year now for him.
So West Orange want to get this game over with early. In 2 drives, that's 2 quick touchdowns. 5 or 6-ish plays only on the offensive side. And they're already up by 2 possessions as the extra point is just about to be up on the snap. And the extra point is snapped, up, and is right through the uprights and good. So it's 14-0 West Orange. Stay tuned right here on the D1 Media page on the NFHS Network.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds.
Floyd attacking and throws it down! Corey Floyd! A missed opportunity down low, behind the back to Bueno and long! Lawrence with Floyd to lob it up on a slam! Too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd, brings it in and 1 on the lob!
Thought about the 3, drives baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd!
Here with Corey Floyd after a tough...
Wilcher, 3. Got it!
Santos and Eason back deep to
West Orange, with 2 extra points added to 2 touchdowns run on in by Powerman, have a 14-0 lead as West Orange will now kick it off from their 40. For the 3rd time today, this one is up. It is the strongest one so far as it's caught at the 20. Bloomfield will take it on out, cutting in close side, trying to shimmy on through, but knocked down and hammered down at the 30. For Bloomfield is number 2, DJ Noble. So now the Bengals bring out the offense once again. They had to punt it away their first drive to give up the 1 possession difference. It's now 2.
Ryan Jarvis Jones fell on top of on that tackle there. He was a little slow to get out. Keep an eye on that. He is one of the more underrated receivers on this group, Ryan.
So Bloomfield take the offensive side of the football once again. They're down by 2 possessions. It's going to be a short snap. Charles Abplundal back on out on offense. It's a trick handoff and bullying his way on through. For solid yardage there is Jaden Adkins. A strong first run for the 2nd drive for Bloomfield. Adkins just crushed to the defensive line.
Yeah, good first run there for a game of 7.
So it is 14-0 West Orange on defense. Applundab in the huddle, quarterbacking for Bloomfield. Jacob, coming into this game, Applundab, not so bad of a season statistically.
For a high school quarterback, his passing numbers aren't exactly, they're around what you would expect for an average high school quarterback in a not so great team.
Handoff for just a couple.
14 completions, 270 yards, only 1 touchdown. The 5 interceptions is where I'm really looking at. We saw earlier, he has a bomb of an arm. Not quite the best placement though, vision. Keep an eye on that. Look for West Orange defense or secondary to grab some 50-50 deep balls.
So it's 3rd and 1 for Applundap and the Bloomfield offense. They're on their 2nd drive so far. 5:20 clock is running. Remember, you're up by 30 in high school football. That clock runs consistently no matter how much time is left in the game, as Applendap will hand one off and trying to push on through for solid yardage is Evans, and it looks like he just moves the chains by about a yard or two. So Bloomfield once again get the first down as they try and slowly and smoothly cruise by this West Orange offense into attacking West Orange defense, into attacking territory.
Ryan Applendap has run the ball as well this season. He's a little less afraid to run than Xander Lipsy. He's 12 runs this season, average of 4 yards per carry.
From the 41, Applendap goes down. Looks like he was eaten up by the turf monster.
Applendap trips on the play. Goes down the
just fell there. Real unfortunate. I mean, they've been moving the ball really well on this drive with their run game.
Well, Jacob, I have to say, 2 touchdowns. It's been a pretty quick first quarter. We're already well halfway into it. 4:20 roughly left to go. Bloomfield on offense for the second time. 2 rushing touchdowns, if you're just tuning in, from power man, Ja'Kai Williams, who hasn't really had to power through because his line has just really given him a smooth course.
Yeah, definitely, Ryan.
I mean, in golf terms, it's been a hole-in-one from every time. An easy golf course for him. Bloomfield will try and attack once again. Shut down well before the line of scrimmage right there is number 30, Jaden Atkins.
Strong tackle there by Matthew Bogey, Ryan. But West Orange team's moving really quick, Ryan, for a couple reasons. One, West Orange has just made quick work of the Bengals defense. They've been moving right through. Power man's been powering his way through, or maybe not having to power his way through, as we said. And
we could stay cruising. You know, the waters are nice and calm today.
Yeah.
No storms in the forecast. You know, the waters are nice and calm.
Bloomfield, Ryan, they're really just running the ball. That's going to kill clock.
Well, as you say that, they throw it, and it's an incomplete pass. The flags stay away as bullied off the ball there was Jaden Evans. It's 4th and long, and Bloomfield bring out the punting unit for the second time. Where last time they punted the ball away for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was one of their running backs, Jaden Evans. He's had a good little year so far.
So Mackay Green at the West Orange 35 to receive for the Mountaineers. This ball will be punted on off to them in the ensuing moments.
Green in to receive the punt for West Orange.
Here's the snap. It's high. Picked up and kicked away. High end-over-end kick that takes a Bloomfield roll, that turns into a West Orange roll and is pushed out of bounds at roughly the 20. They'll place it at the 23. An interesting play there. A poor snap, but a very strong kick that had an interesting bounce to it.
Really good kick, Ryan. And West Orange is going to start at the 23-yard line. We'll see if that will make a difference, maybe impede their offense a little more. Honestly, if Bloomfield can pin them in on this drive, force them to pump, they can start with decent field position. Could be in good position. And we'll have to see. This is, I think, is a really important drive, and we're only got 7 minutes in.
Well, this game kicked off at 7:18 p.m. Eastern time. It's only 7:45. We're almost done with this first quarter as we have dirty laundry on the first play of this drive for West Orange. West Orange 2 for 2 in drives. 2 Ja'Kai Williams rushing touchdowns. As this is going to be a false start. West Orange penalized offensively for the first time this game, Jacob.
Yep, they're pushed back 5 yards to the 18, 1st and 15.
That moves the spot down to about their own 18-yard line.
So West Orange from the 18, Jacob.
Most high school quarterbacks would usually feel pinned in this spot. I don't think Xander Lipsy does. He just has such a good arm.
Looks like we have another flag on the play. And the call is another false start, Jacob. Push him back 10, so it's now going to be 1st and 20.
Snap infraction, West Orange, 5-yard penalty.
So let's just say instead of 2 false starts, there was a holding call.
Essentially, it equaled that, yes.
13-yard line.
So West Orange now from their 13, 1st down and 20. Lucky they have 3 downs to pick up 20 yards, because they got to go a long way. As here's the first play of the drive, Lipsy guns when it's complete on the screen. Running on it, picking up a lot of yardage, cutting on through, opening up space, and finally taken down at the 40 is Rael Hunter. Pick it all back up, Jacob.
That's Rail Hunter Ryan. He's taken the role. He's been their backup quarterback for a little bit this season. He's turned the ball. He's mostly run the ball, but that time he was handed the ball on a screen pass, moved it. First down, big pickup to the 40-yard line, Ryan.
Timeout, Bloomfield. We'll be back. D1 Media Pro Page, NFH's Network, West Orange Senior Night.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it from Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McKinnon touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Volusia wins it. The championship.
Welcome back to West Orange, New Jersey. Last home game of the season for the Mountaineers here at Suriano Field. Ryan Lowy, Jacob Gordon, Jordan, they're recording Cooper on camera as both teams will now march on to the field. 2 Ja'Kai Williams power man rushing touchdowns from attacking territory where he was given the ball, and the 2 extra points give West Orange that comfortable 14-0 lead on offense with a first down. Big first down they picked up as it was 1st and 20, 2 false starts before the ball was even snapped that drive after they got it from the punt.
Yeah, Ryan, they picked up a solid 27 yards. That play from the 13 to the 40.
It's a handoff. Hunter will take it where he's taken down for 3. Second down and roughly 7 with 2.5 left to go. And a running clock. Actually, they'll say 2nd and 6.
Ryan Rail Hunter's gotten a good amount of touches this year on the ball. Ja'Kai Williams can power his way through, but at the same time, he needs his snaps off the ball.
Rumbling to about the 49-yard line.
Use that much power, Ryan.
Well, we just saw Williams power through for 5 when it looked like he was maybe going to gain 2. Let's see, we'll throw. This one is tipped and incomplete. Getting a hand on that one, number 29, Xavier Calderon. Pass was intended for Jared Massey, the 5'11", 170 wide receiver. So dead 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 14-0 offense. West Orange keep the offense out. No surprise, it's 4th down territory, especially when it's 4th and short. It's on the woe sign, the football. West Orange is 49. They pick up a yard. They're in attacking territory. Lipsy with power man to his left, and we have jumpers and flags on the field. And West Orange, their 3rd false start of the drive. Tough for them.
Yeah, I mean, when you're an offensive lineman, you can't move. You have to stay as still as possible before the ball is snapped. Usually they're going to call a false start penalty. Even if you just barely move your elbow or anything like that, you're going to be called for false start.
You need to be really good at the game freeze if you're an offensive or defensive lineman, because if you jump, well, your coach is not going to be happy. Lipsy from the gun. He'll gun one down the field where it is caught. An amazing catch by the save. Who has wide open space to run it in for a Mountaineers touchdown. Oh my Lord, that's entertainment at its finest. Welcome to Suriano.
Wow, Jared Massey, a masterful piece of art. He's listed as a wide receiver. I classify him more as a tight end. Right there, he made a wide receiver play though. That was really smart. He knew that was going to be a pick, knocked it out of the air to himself. He was all alone and got an easy touchdown, 20-0 Mountaineers.
Well, it helps to have hand-eye coordination. As he bobbled that one up to himself when he was one-on-one covered. It's this extra point. The 3rd one of the game is up and it is good. 21-0 West Orange. They're cruising by Bloomfield. 3 for 3 offensively. Stay tuned as Bloomfield will be back on offense next. D1 Media Pro Page on the NFHS Network.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds.
Floyd attacking and throws it down. Corey Floyd. A missed opportunity down low behind the back to Bueno and one. Lawrence with Floyd. He'll lob it up for the slam. Too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd. Lays it in and one on the lob.
21-0 with a minute 47 left to go. West Orange will once again kick it off. Registered on the roster is Payne to kick it off, as this kick is towed and caught on a line drive by Eason. Eason getting his first touch of the game, cuts on inside the hash marks where he's taken down at exactly the 40. Bloomfield offense, they're back, this time down by 3. West Orange offense perfect in drives.
Yeah. Nice little play there by Eason to shimmy his way to the 41-yard line. And starting a little farther up, I think it's could really help out this Bloomfield offense. So you need to get some of the
First and 10 Bloomfield, ball on around 40.
First and 10, ball dead on the 40. A minute 40 left to go. Bloomfield offense needs to start going quickly if they want to change the pattern of this game. Applandap with the receiver to his left. He takes the snap. He'll throw it where it is caught. Grooving on out. And taken down is Clydesdale out of bounds. Clydesdale is able to push Bloomfield into attacking territory on the West Orange 49.
Nice little play there by Atkins. Using this stiff arm to get to 3 yards. And they'll change the 51-yard line.
Well, if there was a 51, he'd be there, but it's the 49.
Oh, yeah.
Mathematics, you know what I mean? Oh, boy.
Sorry.
No, it's a common mistake, don't worry, we all make it. Nobody's perfect. Applandap, short snap. He'll hand it off on the trick play as shooken down there at roughly the line of scrimmage is Atkins. Actually, they'll give him the 48. They'll give him the 48, so you give him a yard, 2nd and 9, as this first quarter runs down to a close within the next couple plays. Bloomfield, for the first time this game, on offense in attacking territory.
And have the ball at the 48-yard line. And they need to get something going on this drive. Though they still have, there still is 13 minutes left in just this first half, so.
Here's snap. Applandap decides to gun one down the field where it is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver of Jaden Adkins. He was double covered there by the safety Jarrett Massey, as well as number 24 Tyree Ware. So West Orange had it handled. Clock stopped with 48 seconds, 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, that was the free safety out there. Jarrett Massey hopped into double coverage along with his fellow member of the secondary, cornerback, Tyree Ware.
3rd and 9, excuse me, from the 48. Here's the snap. The throw is well over the intended receiver, gunned well high of Clydesdale. Incomplete. Frustration now started to be shown from Applandap, as he now hops on off the field as the special teams take over. And back to receive the punt, Mackay Green. So under a minute left to go, 44 seconds exactly in the first quarter. All Mountaineers, Bloomfield shutout.
They're going for it, Ryan.
So Applandap is now back on the field, as you said. Looked like they were ready to punt for a second.
Yeah, Green's leaving.
Everyone confused, why I think it is appropriate that West Orange use the timeout. So both teams have 2 left. Stay tuned. West Orange should get the ball left with 44 seconds left to go on the D1 Media page on the NFH Network, up 21-9.
Right up the middle, barreling towards the goal line. Baldwin is in for a Vance touchdown.
Right down the middle, man. This guy, and he keep going, and he
the ball's loose.
And they hop back on it, and that's a touchdown.
Short punt, bounds at the 35. Fielded at the 40 by Quick. Out to the corner. He's got blockers and a lot of green grass in front of him. Cuts back. He's in for a touchdown.
Swing pass in the flat. Touchdown.
Good job, block. 3rd down and 17, a handoff, getting to the outside. There's a first down, and all the way away to the races is Elijah McWilliams to the house for a touchdown and for an IMIC for a division championship.
4th and 9, Appledalp is still on out there with 44 seconds left to go. In the first quarter, it's 21-0 defense. The West Orange Mountaineers hosting at Suriano Field. The Bloomfield Bengals, the visitors, need 9 to get the first down or else they turn it over, as this is going to be a short throw that is caught, taking up heavy yardage and taken down just short of the first down is Evans. A key tackle right there. Turns it over and the Mountaineers take over. Jacob, you noticed something key.
Yeah, West Orange called a timeout there. You're wondering why. If they didn't call a timeout there, they would have had the fourth down play with one less player on the field.
First and 10 West Orange, they take over on their own
Bloomfield,
41-yard
I think
line.
Bloomfield was trying to trick them there. They lined up for the punt. Green went out there. Then they came back to go for it on 4th down. When Green left the field, they had one less player. Bloomfield almost got away with what could have been a really, really smart play call.
Let's see from the shotgun. And it's going to be handed off to Powerman, who opens up the field and chugs his way on down to the 27, where he's finally taken down by Jasir Eason. A big gain on the trick play, fake handoff.
The Powerman powers through.
Well, that is what you call Powerman. He just absolutely split the Bloomfield defense and made them chase him like a dog.
Shot out of a cannon.
Into Bloomfield territory.
15 seconds. Will West Orange get a snap on off before the clock expires? Looking less and less likely as there's some miscommunication on the offensive side of the football. Lipsy with 4, 3, 2, and 1. He won't get the snap off. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 21-0 West Orange. Stay tuned for the second right here on the D1 Media per page on the NFHS Network.
It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got
as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler Beck.
Pitch is hit in the air, left field. Going over Fiore. He's back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air, deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air, deep right field. Get out of town! Michael, you waited up, and Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center fielder. Play the 1-2. Hit in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, it is long gone off the house. Makai Moore with a go-ahead 2-run shot way out of here. That Miller pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed. Hard strikes out the side of the third. We head to the home half. But the first pitch to Hollander is belted in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone. Matthew Hollander wastes no time getting Milburn on the board here in the first inning.
Welcome back. Second quarter of football here at Suriano Field. Here's the snap. Lipsy will gun one down the field where it is easily caught by Makai Green for a Mountaineers touchdown.
Xander Sims Ryan gets the ball to Makai Green for Green's 4th receiving touchdown of the season.
So a big Mountaineers touchdown as they're getting real close to that mercy zone. Over 30 and that clock will run smoothly. 4 Mountaineers touchdowns already. We're just starting the second quarter as this extra point is up. And it is good. 28-0 Mountaineers. It's all them. Stay tuned.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Welcome back to Suriano Field in West Orange, New Jersey. I'm Jacob Warren, Ryan Lowy, Jordan the recording Cooper. On camera, 28-0 West Orange is the score. A couple from Mackay Green. Jared Massey with that beautiful touchdown off the bobbled throw and a perfect arc of a pass. Xander zips the ball to Mackay Green for his 4th receiving touchdown of the year. That is his 10th total touchdown of the season for Mackay Green. He's just had a fantastic year, Ryan.
A wonderful route. As this one is kicked off with the left foot, where it takes a bounce at the 30 and is picked up quickly. Eason opens up the field, cuts on out, where he has plenty of space to take himself inside the attacking 40. Bloomfield trying to crack the scoreboard. They have a good chance of doing it after Eason's nice pickup and run.
Ryan, that was real dirty by Eason. He absolutely juked out Elijah Bean, the kicker for West Orange. Got a solid gain all the way to the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 Bloomfield.
Bloomfield, tough first quarter, tough start to the second quarter, trying to turn it around after Eason's beautiful pickup and run. A surprising one. Appland Alp.
Ryan, that kick was bobbled, and I think the bobble is what fooled them.
This one is thrown and caught by Nickel. Nickel is taken down short of the first down. On the tackle right there looks to be Gavin Rembert.
Good play there by Appland Alp, Ryan. He recognized the pocket, collapsed immediately, got out there, got it to his receiver. Solid gain of 5.
11 minutes left to go.
6, I'm sorry.
The band is playing well tonight, getting practicing for the postseason, in which West Orange easily secured that spot, Jacob. Here's the snap. Appland Alp looks to throw again as he's charged on both sides, cuts out of the pocket. Before he takes himself, he guns one down the line where it is through the hands of Adkins. A tough break there for Bloomfield, as they almost had the opportunity to catch a ball out of bounds and move the chains.
Yeah, Appland Alp with a great play. Receiver just dropped the ball.
10:28 left to go in the second quarter. Ryan Lowy, Jacob Warren, Jordan the recording Cooper on camera. West Orange having fun on their senior night. We're having fun too, Jacob. We're jamming to the music. The band, as always, positioned right to our right, and they're playing great music. Appland Alp works with 2 to the right and 1 to the left, close side. Running back positioned on his right shoulder. He almost gets a Mountaineer to jump as he takes the snap. Is charged, gets it away just in time where it's thrown away. No intentional grounding is called. 4th and medium. And it is now decision time for the head coach of the Bloomfield Bengals, Mike Carter, in his 30th season.
I think he's got to go for it.
Number 14, Jamarius Lawson with the pressure on play.
And it looks like they'll keep Appland Alp in.
This Bloomfield offensive line is, I think it's really what's been costing them the game. Not only does West Orange have a very big, very strong defensive line, they're putting a lot of pressure on right away. Pocket's been collapsing immediately for Appland Alp.
Appland Alp. Charge once again, gets it away just in time, where it is caught and hammered down after the completion. Inside the 5 is Atkins. That was a pressuring hit right there. Rembert knocked the wind out of him.
That's the arm you want to see from Appland now. Accurate, precise, quick. Got it off right away to Atkins.
On the right side, pass is caught by number 3, Joey Jones on the play.
So Joey Jones now trying to put Bloomfield back into this game after a tough first quarter.
I don't think that's correct. I think that was That was their leader in rushing yards, actually, Jaden Adkins.
So it was Adkins. So I said Adkins, and then someone said, am I hearing things, or did someone say it wasn't Adkins?
I think the PA announcer said it was not Adkins.
No, again, nobody's perfect. Not a big deal. Ball inside the 5. It is 2nd and 2.
I did see a 3-0 as well, Ryan.
All right. Just trying to make sure we're all on the same page here. We all love football. We all want to do one thing: deliver entertainment to the fans. From the 2, short snap for Upland Alp.
Calling a fake jet sweep.
Upland Alp looks to take it himself, and he's hammered down in for a touchdown. Bloomfield correct the scoreboard with 9:31 left to go in the second. Cut the 28-0 lead down to a 28-6, 22 difference.
That was a good little trick play by Bloomfield. Faked the jet sweep and then just fell forward with the quarterback. You know, honestly, I think teams should do that more often. When you are, 1, 2, even 3 yards away, if you have a quarterback that's strong, that can plant himself into the ground and push forward, just fall forward with the quarterback. That's what Bloomfield did, and now they're on the board.
Damian Lewis, extra point. Snap.
Number 16.
On the ground, Lewis kick. Sears through as it was tipped off of a Mountaineer. An interesting extra point. I kind of want to see the replay of that one, but unfortunately we cannot provide that for you right here on the T1 Media page on the NFH Network. But what we can provide is more football. Stay tuned.
Bloomfield 7.
Finally cracked the scoreboard as this one is kicked off by Bloomfield for the first time today. Out of bounds. Bring out the dirty laundry, folks. And it's a free kick out of bounds. West Orange ball.
West Orange ball at the 32-yard line, I believe.
So it looks like the official will communicate with the sideline judge of where exactly the ball dropped out of bounds. There's no question it was a free kick out of bounds. They will put the ball on the 35 as per protocol. Jacob, it's been a fun one for West Orange soccer. Both teams ranked inside the top 20 in the state of New Jersey. Both made the county finals. Boys, tough loss to the number 2 team in the state of New Jersey, who play just across the street from here, the Seton Prep Pirates. West Orange took down the neighboring Livingston Lancers 2-1, a thriller of a soccer game. This was girls soccer. As here's a handoff, running on through, cruising on through, I should say, is Hunter, as he looks like he's at fringe first down territory, and the official waves the chains on by. First down, West Orange. One snap, and the chains move immediately. Now, Jacob, crowd's starting to fill in. Starting to bring out the fun as fall sports is starting to wrap up this year. Just one more week of high school regular season football after this in New Jersey. And then if you qualify, you get playoff football. And well, I can tell you this, especially with COVID intercepting it last year, there's nothing better than it. And the Zebras blow this one dead. There's a flag on the play.
Offsides on...
Offsides Bloomfield. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Jacob, we have a troubled Bengal.
Jump.
From the Bloomfield 48 are the Mountaineers.
First and 10 West Orange by the Bloomfield 48.
Fresh set of downs for the Mighty Mountaineers. Lipsy from the shotgun. West Orange, a shotgun snapping team. Vice versa, Bloomfield. This one's handoff. Rael Hunter taken down about a yard or two short of the first down. Jacob, a quick first quarter. Bloomfield now cracked the scoreboard. This game's starting to slow down a little bit and get a little bit more intense.
Yeah, Bloomfield has held their own somewhat, I'd say. West Orange is running the ball the past few plays. It makes sense, running out the clock.
So now with under 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Abinov showed you West Orange in the last drive. He can lead this team downfield. He can get a touchdown. Didn't know himself. It's now a 3-score game and
Fake to Hunter. Sidearm pass. We're going to see a stiff arm from Matos, who will
flips it outside.
Get the job done. I was waiting to say it till it was confirmed. Gets the job done for a first down for the Mountaineers. That was really close. They could have brought out the chains if they wanted.
Matos with a good play.
First and 10 from
nice
Bloomfield
stiff arm.
33-yard line. Lipsy from the gun.
Force
Get the Hunter.
Hunter handoff. Cuts on out. Picks up a first down. Spins under. He's still on his feet as he gets by 6 Bengals. The 7th one, with need of help, finally gets him down. So we move the chains again. And we don't hesitate to do that, Jacob. These chains movers are moving quite quickly.
I think West Orange is a good back and forth.
Number 29,
between their two running backs, Ryan.
Yeah.
Rael Hunter, Kai Williams. Hunter's used for longer runs, maybe. He can really move his feet, I think, better. Gets a little shiftier.
First and 10 West Orange.
Kai Williams for those shorter power runs. That's why we call him the power man.
Here's the snap. Let's see, guns one. Open and misreading that strong pass. Far side. It's going to be
pass
intended for looks like Bovey there. Yeah, far side looks like Bovey.
That was Matthew Bovey. Honestly, good, right choice by Xander Lipsy. He just
looks like Bovey got caught on his shoulder there. Looks like he lost the ball and misran it last second.
It was just a little, I think the wind might have carried that a little.
Like me, if you heard my reaction, it was a conflicting read by Bovey. Had trouble finding that ball midair as it got caught in the pitch black. Lipsy guns one, where it is caught by Green. Green opens up the field, cuts on it, and fumbles the football. It's recovered by the Bengals. And we have a turn of events.
Ty Green got a little too shifty there, Ryan. Lost the ball, and Bloomfield, though, pinned into their own territory. They might get a penalty here, and they're taking that snap in their own end zone.
Well, Mackay got the green light, but I think he was just speeding a little bit too much as he was pulled over at the 5. He was given an expensive ticket because Bloomfield now takes over. They're going to try and cut this down to just 2 possessions.
They tried to make the green, didn't get it. There was a cop car watching right there, Ryan.
So for the fumble, it'll be a first down Bloomfield.
You never love those speed traps, do you, Jacob?
Still, Ryan, I will say, if you're going to turn over the ball, you turn it over at your own 4-yard line.
That is fair. It's going to be a tough one as Aplandalp hands it off, and, well, running back doesn't get too much there. He gets back to the line of scrimmage if lucky. 6.5 left to go in the second quarter before we meet halftime for the last time this regular season at Suriano Field. Jacob, what a pleasure it has been, an honor to cover West Orange football, one of the top public school programs in the state of New Jersey.
20, Messiah Jackson.
It's been a fun year, Ryan.
A lot of ups, a lot of downs, and a lot of domination. We were there versus East Side. They made it look a little easy. And they said they weren't playing well. So that just shows how good they really are and how threatening they are on a schedule come the postseason 2 weeks from tonight. And we got jumpers. I think it was offense first, but we're going to wait for the Zebras' official call. The head official looks to convene. 5:53 is where the clock stops, and the West Orange band kicks on off again. What do you think jumped first?
I thought I saw West Orange. Officials are discussing though. Ryan, a penalty here against the Bengals. That could be a safety.
I'm gonna wait for the call now from the head official. Bloomfield in their huddle, West Orange patiently waiting, and it's a false start. Half the distance to the goal.
Moving back to the 2-yard line. Applenapp's taking the needs to be careful. This offensive line for him has not been great. That pocket collapses immediately. That's another 2 points.
Back up to the 2-yard line.
Applenapp gets rid of it, dragged down at the 1 with no breathing room is Jaden Evans.
Number 21, Jaden Evans on the play.
So now Bloomfield with a 3rd down and long at their own 1. They're going to have trouble kicking that one away if they have to.
Number 13, Josiah Lawson does the first one too.
Good job, getting out of the end zone at least, not surrendering this 2 points on the safety.
And that'll bring up 3rd down.
So it looks like they'll actually place him at the 2. I thought I saw him get taken down at the 1. That was generous, to say the least, with 5:10 left to go in the second quarter. Here at Suriano Field for the last regular season time this year. So a couple doozy mistakes from West Orange, but they're up by 3, and they have Bloomfield pinned inside their own 5 as just getting rid of the ball as Applenapp, the intended receiver right there was Clydesdale, but it was well too strong and well. Bloomfield, 4th down and long, under pressure.
They're really punting this in their own end zone, Ryan. That's dangerous.
That'll bring up 4th down.
Evans looks like he's lined up to kick it away with 4:48 left to go on the stop clock due to the incomplete pass.
Number 21.
Bloomfield need a big kick. A big kick.
Most likely, West Orange is going to have the ball inside offensive territory.
Yeah, they might actually get it back right where they handed it off.
Green standing here at about the 32-yard line.
He knows Evans doesn't have much room, so Evans just gets it off. It's a squib kick end over end that is picked up at the 30. Green bullies himself on through, cuts on far side where he opens up space. There's flags everywhere, and by everywhere I mean everywhere. But it is, in every essence, a Mountaineers touchdown.
No, they're saying no. They're saying no touchdown.
I think there's a hold.
Probably.
Maybe an illegal block in the back.
Still, even if there was, that was impressive by Mekhi Green. That's what he's been doing all season long, Ryan. The shiftiness to evade the line of Bengals and cut to the left side. It's not going to count, but still really pretty.
So 4:33 left to go. West Orange on the personal foul. And that'll push them all the way back. Jacob, spare him no mercy.
15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. West Orange will take over at the Bloomfield 30.
Still solid yardage. Bloomfield 33, comfortable. You're up by 3 possessions. Not much time left to go in the half. You're receiving in the second half. West Orange could be pretty happy here.
Flag.
Play bone dead. I'm going to wait for the head official signal. This one is a West Orange false start. We've seen a lot of those this evening. West Orange a little excited.
5-yard penalty remains.
You could say that.
I mean, it is senior night. They're having a lot of fun. I don't blame them.
I mean, I don't think there's really any risk. Yeah, they're up by 3 scores. I've dominated the game.
Lipsy from the shotgun.
Well, they're now at their 38. Lipsy with Power Man to his right. He hands it off to Power Man. Oh, Power Man. Dropping the shoulder. And getting West Orange the yardage back and more.
Mekhi Williams, the Power Man powers through Ryan. Good yardage. I think they're saying the 28-yard line.
Looks like from the 28 now. Let's see. gives it right back to the power man, and Williams likes to drop that shoulder as he pushes Zaru. Oh, you saw that one.
Lipsy was knocked. Oh, that wasn't Lipsy. It was right. It's a flag. I think this is going to be a personal foul on Bloomfield. They might get pushed back even more, or the offense is going to get pushed forward. Oh no. It's going to be on West Orange.
So we have a shooken up Mountaineer. Looks like it's Corey Dishman as Eugene Palacianos and Ashley Sevo, the athletic trainers, will take him off. But West Orange called him the holding.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Corey Dishman, Ryan. He's had a decent year so far. You can't really judge offensive linemen.
2nd and 15 for West Orange.
I mean, that entire West Orange offensive line is doing a good job keeping Lipsy safe.
Wide open and catching the football from Lipsy for a Mountaineers touchdown.
Sabor Kareem, Ryan, gets his 5th touchdown of the year. He's been a favorite target of Lipsy as of late. And he's had a really good game on both sides of the ball, really good season on both sides of the ball. And it's 34-7. Easy play there for Lipsy.
Now that is something you want. A nice route. Beautiful by Sabor Kareem. I mean, chef's kiss. 34-7, West Orange trying to stay perfect on their extra points this evening. As this extra point will come from roughly the 10. Stewart, the long snap holder, holds one for a kick that's up and is good. 35-7 West Orange. As we'll be right back to wrap up the first half.
West Orange 35, Bloomfield 7.
Want to learn how to be a talk show host? Want to be a great play-by-play announcer?
That's good!
You always have to be prepared for something to happen.
Thank you, Gary.
Sure, thank you, Matthew.
Good evening, everybody. Today is Super Bowl 54. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers.
But sometimes there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot going on. There's a lot on your mind.
Arizona is a tough out right now.
I think the Chiefs come out of it.
He speaks beautifully.
To speak in front of people, learning how to have a conversation, learning to ask questions. These are skills that will help you in whatever you do in your life.
Welcome back, Suriano Field, West Orange, New Jersey. West Orange up 35-7 after a Sabor Kareem touchdown. They were kicking off with 3:37 to go in this first half.
Santos, the lone ready receiver for Bloomfield, as this one is kicked on off. It is picked on up and diving on it by Jackson. It was a short kick. That is going to be at the Bloomfield 37 where it is down.
36-yard line.
So the Bloomfield offense comes back onto the field with triple threes left to go on the clock. What do you anticipate they do this drive?
I mean, try to get something going. If you can get a touchdown, get within 3 scores again, that would be great. Especially, going into half. It would be great if they, if they had the ball at half, but they do not.
Yep, West Orange will receive in the second half, as per Bloomfield's decision, winning the toss to receive. Applandalp hands it off, and tripped on down is Joey Jones. He picks up 2, gets to the 39. With 3:20 and a running clock here in the first half. Halftime festivities in preparation here. The band will take the field and do their last ever regular season production. West Orange could very likely have home field advantage depending on how the playoff brackets look. They have a strong record, only dropped 2 tough games, one to their rivals, the bitter East Orange Campus Jaguars, who will likely hold a 1 seed in one of the public brackets. On the other side, they lost to St. Peter's Prep. Not a worry to them, not competition to them come playoff time. Otherwise, West Orange perfect and dominating. Applandalp signals a receiver. Hands one on off, easily dragged down there.
Number 21, Jaden Edmonds on the play.
Jaden Edmonds taken down, 2.5 left to go. Here in the first half, second quarter, 35-7 Bloomfield. It's been a Ja'Kai Williams powerful day.
About 11 yards to go for Bloomfield.
So Bloomfield from the 36 with 2:15. Line to gain, as said by the PA announcers. The line to gain is the 47. Today's PA announcer, Coach Bumpkin, the JV baseball coach and physical education teacher here at West Orange High School. Unofficial 2-minute warning as the clock will continue to run due to high school rules. Appledalp will throw one. Where it is intercepted. No, it's incomplete. I thought he caught that.
I thought you did too.
Looked plain dry caught from this distance, but it just snuck right out of the hands of Miles Sneed.
Miles Sneed's in a good year thus far, Ryan.
You heard me. You heard me. I went intercept. Oh, no.
Yeah. No, I thought he picked it up too.
I think the entire place gasped.
That could have been the first defensive touchdown of the year for West Orange.
Number 7, Mackay Green, back deep to Mountaineers.
4th and 11. Evans ready to kick one off for the Bengals. High snap, once again, that gets to its location. It's punted away. And we'll take a Bloomfield roll out of bounds at roughly the 28 of the hosting Mountaineers, who will take over next with 1:44 left to go in the half on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network.
It's hard to get to everything we have going on here. I mean, this high school has so much. And now you're offering the ability to watch those events without having to travel there.
My dad travels a lot, so he likes to watch the events. Like if I'm playing a volleyball game and he can't make it, he'll watch it and he loves it.
I think it was homecoming. It was Friday night, and it was a punt return, and I returned it all the way back for a touchdown.
35-7 West Orange in the closing stages of the first half. West Orange, a commanding 28-point lead, and the ball expected in their hands, kicked off to them at the start of the second half. So Lipsy still out there. He's got 2 to the right, 2 to the left. He will throw the ball. He guns one down the field. It's a high spiral that is tipped away.
Pass intended for number 1,
Nicely read. The pass was intended by Jones, but it's incomplete. Bloomfield double teaming there. Read quite well by the safety.
Jarvis Jones in double coverage there. He almost made the grab. Just knocked out of his hands at the last second, Ryan.
35-7 ball placed at the West Orange 29. 2nd and 10 on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. Lipsy from the gun. This snap is too strong. Lipsy tries to pick it up. He loses it. Still fumbled. I think it ended in Lipsy's hands. Give assist credit to Nasiah Jackson.
All the way back at the 5, though, Ryan. That's going to be a 3rd down and what? Like
a country mile.
40, 50?
Wow. The first down line to gain is at the 39, and West Orange are inside their 10. An Oppo red zone situation. And Coach Grant does not hesitate to call a timeout. Stay tuned.
It'll be 3rd and long for West Orange.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece, 90 seconds.
Floyd attacking and throws it down! Corey Floyd! A missed opportunity down low, behind the back to Bueno and 1! Lawrence with Floyd to lob it up, and a slam! Too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd, brings it in, and 1 on the lob!
Thought about the 3, drives baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd!
Rowdy here with Corey Floyd after a tough.
Wilcher, 3, got it! Simeon Wilcher is fired up!
And Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush.
Rowdy here with Simeon Wilcher.
And a pass taken away by Marshall. And he'll throw it down.
Tosses it ahead to Valencia.
Serene driving and throws it down.
35-7 West Orange, 1:01 left to go. It is 3rd and 33. As Lipsy from his end zone. It's a fake play that is caught for a first down. Oh, what a play! Jones is still going, and he loses tosses the football. Oh.
Jarvis Jones tried for a few more after a fantastic play by Lipsy.
Hard not to laugh.
Tough for West Orange.
Well, that fake was absolutely brilliant. It was so well set up.
Yeah, no, it was great.
It was a special turnover added to it. So Bloomfield take over. It's been a turnover type of day for West Orange. All they need is a field goal, and that clock will run. All they need is a field goal. But they just can't hold on to the football. Somebody just waxed it, Jacob. And I'm really curious to know who it is. That person is going to have a meeting with Coach Grant tomorrow. As Bloomfield, happy they didn't give up too much, will get a victory formation and knee it down. They need to do one more time to wrap up this half. And we will go into half, folks, with a 35-7 turnover West Orange lead. They will get the ball to start the second half. As the final snap will do it. So West Orange will head to their locker room. Bloomfield will head to their meeting as well. Ryan Lowe, Jacob Gordon, Jordan Cooper presented you the first half of football from Suriano Field. We have the second half as West Orange is cruising past Bloomfield. Next, stay tuned on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network.
Screen pass out in the flat, caught, and it's a touchdown for St. Peter's. O'Donnell swinging away, puts it over the shortstop's head. That's a base hit. It'll score one. Faraz on his way home. Throw is not in time. Going quickly. Bullock takes the snap, throws to the far side. Wide open touchdown. In there, called strike three. Looking. Mulcahy strikes out the side. He's perfect through two. Now up ahead for the Marauders. Here comes Bengals. They score! Michael Benkovitz for St. Peter's Prep. Bounced on the ground to short. Faraz Fields flip to O'Donnell one. Throw on to first in time for a double play. Just we'll look back out there for the Marauders. He takes the snap. Looking over the middle. Has a man. And he scores. Reels it in. 35. Stick on to defenders. Still on to the 20. Once again. Hit in the air to deep center field. Sicka moving on the back at the wall. It's gone! Ellis Reed with a two-run blast. And the Marauders have a 6-0 lead.
St. Peter's Prep has the best coverage for its student athletes. Why don't you?
Want to learn how to be a talk show host? Want to be a great play-by-play announcer?
That's good!
You always have to be prepared for something to happen.
Thank you, Gary.
Sure, thank you, Matthew.
Good evening, everybody. Today is Super Bowl 54. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers.
But sometimes there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot going on. There's a lot on your mind.
Arizona is a tough out right now.
I think the Chiefs come out of it.
He speaks beautifully.
To speak in front of people, learning how to have a conversation, learning to ask questions. These are skills that will help you in whatever you do in your life.
It's hard to get to everything we have going on here. I mean, this high school has so much. And now you're offering the ability to watch those events without having to travel there.
My dad travels a lot, so he likes to watch the events. Like if I'm playing a volleyball game and he can't make it, he'll watch it and he loves it.
I think it was homecoming. It was Friday night, and it was a punt return, and I returned it all the way back for a touchdown. And of course, I showed all my family members, and they really liked it. They like to see what their family members can do.
Golden Lions.
I think this broadcast is essential because our team is global, and we got people all over the world going to watch the game. So without this, there's no way they can do that.
These kids and these players feel loved. They feel important. And by broadcasting it, you have a bigger group that you're reaching that allows them to know those kids.
Are you interested in pursuing a career in sports marketing or creating impactful sports content? You can get experience in high school by being a part of the RISE program powered by Ortho Carolina. It will give you a head start on an exciting career. The RISE program exposes students to industry professionals and gives them real-world experience by creating content and marketing the teams at their own high school. To find out how you can be a part of RISE, email us at contact@readinessandsportseducation.org.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro, and it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds.
Floyd attacking and throws it down. Corey Floyd. A missed opportunity down low behind the back to Bueno and one. Lawrence with Floyd to lob it up for the slam. Too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd. Lays it in and one on the lob.
Thought about the three. Drives baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd.
Suriano here with Corey Floyd after a tough...
Wilcher, three. Got it. Simeon Wilcher is fired up.
And Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush.
Here with Simeon Wilcher.
And a pass taken away by Marshall. And he'll throw it down.
Tosses it ahead to Valencia.
Serene driving and throws it down. He can't get around and a turnover. Corey Floyd has it. Step through, lay it through the basket.
Suriano here with Roselle Catholic head coach Dave Boff. Dave, you're coming up.
Now it's your time to join.
This New Jersey, that was... I can't see it. Blacked out. It's blurred. Well, it's supposed to be blurry. Hear that? Blackhawks or Ducks?
So obvious.
Oh no! 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 Blackhawks! Blackhawks! What did you say the first time? I didn't even
I said Rangers, it's Blackhawks.
Yeah, it's Blackhawks.
I'm in Chicago was the home team twice, so this is not a gimme series for Edmonton. I still make the other succinct.
This is Adam, take two. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it from Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Micaiah touchdown. Volusia wins it. The championship.
Right up the middle, barreling towards the goal line. Baldwin is in for a Vance touchdown.
Right down the middle, man. This guy, and he keep going, and he
the ball's loose.
And they hop back on it, and that's a touchdown.
Short punt, bounds at the 35, fielded at the 40 by Quick, out to the corner. He's got blockers and a lot of green grass in front of him. Cuts back, he's in for a touchdown! Swing pass in the flat.
If he gets to the corner, he's going to get in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Good job, block.
Third down and 17, a handoff, getting to the outside. There's a first down, and all the way to the races is Elijah McWilliams to the house for a touchdown and for an IMIC for a division championship.
Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey so the entire country can see moments like this?
We play once again. Free kick coming for the Mountaineers. Short shot on goal and post in! West Orange gets the goal and they win. They take down the #2 ranked Seton Hall Pirates. Bullock takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. Barreling towards the goal line and he's in. Charge Bullock from 3 yards out. And the Marauders lead it 20-7.
Or be a witness to championships like these.
Montclair are state sectional champions. They defeat Livingston 4-1, and the Mounties sweep the boys and girls brackets in back-to-back wins over the Lancers. 3-2. There goes the runners. Swing on and miss. Strike 3. That does it. The Cranford Cougars are the Last Dance World Series champions.
Or have exclusive interviews with players and coaches.
Maroon and Silver Star pitcher Teague Mulcahy. I'm here with Cranford star Ryan Jarros.
We're with the Bergen Crusaders, star of the game, Luis De La Cruz.
Here with West Orange head coach Doug Nevins. And all right, now here with star goalkeeper Nikolai Matthews of this West Orange Mountaineer team. Nikolai. Here with Claire Manning after Montclair picks up a 4-1 win over Livingston. I'm here with Molly Brumback, the goalkeeper. Molly, what was today like? Here with West Orange girls varsity coach Sean DeVore.
Then join the D1 Media Pro team, New Jersey's #1 live streaming service.
When one of the top public high school athletic programs in the state of New Jersey uses the #1 live stream in the nation.
Flip to Carson. He went the 90 yards on the kickoff return. He's trying to finish it off with a touchdown, and he does! Carson.
Ball court. Passed on over to Capstraw. Capstraw will dive in past 2 players, and she's able to load up and score. That is the 1,000-point club type of play right there. You can't ask for better than that one.
Pass across. Stick down by Murphy. Send a shot and deflected. They score!
2 now. We're at the 2:30 marker left in the game. Immaculate go quickly, but it has just costed them a good play there to stay on the West Orange side. Diving in quickly is Capstraw, and she herself is leading West Orange to a comeback. 5
on it along the far corner, tries to send it in towards goal. Has a man! What a pass! What a goal! Emma Mitchell to Gianna Festino. Short shot on goal and post in! West Orange gets the goal and they win. They take down the #2 ranked Seton Hall Pirates. What a thrilling game!
So a free kick for West Orange. She sends it towards the net.
But we don't score the game, we just call and record it. As the pitch from Bove with nobody on base, swung on and missed, struck him out. Rosu now trying to get on the offensive side of things, can he? Ooh, and he's able to work himself into a pin position. Can he earn the pin? He's got all 5 back points easily secured, and he pins him. So the first Rosu with the pinfall victory. A big victory for Rosu.
West Orange with a 5-0 win over Newark Central. I'm here with West Orange head coach Doug Nevins. All right, West Orange with a 6-1 win over Columbia. I'm here with 3 stars of the game: Emma Mitchell, Kaya Schultz, Gianna Festino.
So I'm Ryan Lowy from D1 Media Pro, and I'm joined with senior Kaya Schultz and junior Kylie Capstraw. West Orange girls varsity basketball season is over.
Here with West Orange girls varsity coach Sean DeVore. Russo after a 5-0 victory for West Orange over Newark Central.
Hey, on the
dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Going to the basket and the jam.
With them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Team, listen up. You all have been missing way too many plays. And it's time to make some changes. Effective immediately. You'll all be joining my team, the NFHS Network. If it happens in high school, we got it covered. We've got your favorite high school sports wherever you want them, whenever you want them. Streaming live or on demand. Plus, with a few well-executed moves here, here, and here, you can find and follow your favorite school or team.
But what if I...
Hey! There is no I in the word team, but there is in the word clip, which is what you can do with our new Clip and Share tool. Watch the game, clip the moment, share it with all of your fans. It's simple, people. When you're teamed up with the NFHS Network, there's no excuse to miss another play. Now you get out there and you watch some sports. Your high school, your team, your game, streaming live only on the NFHS Network. Who's gonna slap that hand?
First is his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got
as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler Beck.
Pitch is hit in the air, left field, going over Fiore. He's back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air. Deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air. Deep right field. Get out of town. Michael, you waited up, and Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center fielder. Play the 1-2. Hit in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, it is long gone off the house. Makai Moore with a go-ahead 2-run shot way out of here. That Miller pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed. Hard strikes out the side in the third. We head to the home half. But the first pitch to Hollander is belted in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone. Matthew Hollander wastes no time, getting Milburn on the board here in the first inning.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
West Orange with a 35-7 lead here in their final home game of the season at Suriano Field on the campus of West Orange High School in West Orange, Essex County, New Jersey. They're hosting the Bloomfield Bengals. Coming into this game with a 2-5 record, they are 5-2 as the hosts. Jacob, my analyst, what do you think of the first half?
Well, there was dominance by West Orange. They were taking it maybe a little easier. Makes sense. Save your energy for a harder game next Friday against Irvington and then heading into the playoffs. Though I will say, West Orange has played a lot of easy teams. I'm saying easier teams, schools that aren't quite as high at football. Every time they faced a team that is, we say, is at their level, is higher than their level, they either get crushed or they just lose. I think they could be up for a rude awakening come playoff time. We'll have to see though.
Well, we have an update for you. Next town over, 5 minutes away, Livingston High School are beating and surprising the Montclair Mounties in the fourth quarter. They have a 10-3 lead. Montclair on offense. Lancers win. They keep their playoff hopes alive, Jacob. That is huge.
Yeah, Livingston is looking to make the playoffs. They haven't made the playoffs for the first since 2017, Ryan. It's going to be big for Livingston and all of their fans. And Livingston, not exactly been a very good football school, but they have fans that come out and they support the team. They draw a good audience.
They did their first game of the season, first time with a full capacity since COVID last year. They filled the place and they took down their rivals, the Milburn Millers. As we now have another update, it's actually a 10-10 tie with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. But we're going to focus here at this game. We're going to focus on this game. West Orange are up 35-7, Jacob. I think it's safe to say the power man has really been the key to the Mountaineers offense so far.
Yeah, it definitely has. A few really big runs, a couple touchdowns. I mean, he's just been the key to their offense all season long, Ryan.
So we're still waiting for the Mountaineers to come back onto the field. Xander Lipsy, their quarterback, having a great day, throwing some tight spirals down the field, some beautiful lobs, some strong bullet passes. West Orange doing everything right except for holding onto the football.
Xander Lipsy is really unlike most high school quarterbacks. He just has a bullet over an arm. We call him Xander Zips for a reason, Ryan.
Yeah. He's having a strong time. Now, there's a lot going on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network right now. Jacob, tell us, what is going on currently right now on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network? What is live if you want to go watch other football in New Jersey or even in North Carolina?
Well, we have Irvington and Bayonne, Olympic High School and Archery, Cedar Grove and Malcolm X Shabazz, and Cranford and Linden, all playing tonight. Friday Night Lights football. The Mountaineers come back on the field.
Yep, we are ready for the second half. West Orange just need a safety's worth, to get that clock running in full. 30 points means the clock does not stop unless there is an injury. Jacob, what do we have tomorrow for you on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network?
Tomorrow only a couple games scheduled. We got St. Peter's Prep, Pope John. It's going to be a great game, 2 p.m. And Ridge and Westfield playing at 2 p.m. as well. Also should be a solid game between two evenly matched teams.
Both teams are back on the field as West Orange are now stretching. We'll be right back for the second half next on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS network.
New Jersey Devils. I can't see it. Blacked out. It's blurred. It's supposed to be blurry. Ducks.
So obvious. Oh no! 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 Blackhawks! Blackhawks!
What did you say the first time? I didn't even hear.
I said Rangers. It's Blackhawks.
Yeah, it's Black.
I'm in Chicago was the home team twice, so you know this is not a gimme series for Edmonton. I still make you other succinct.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it to Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Makayaton touchdown. Into the layup goes at the buzzer. Wins it. The championship.
The third quarter, just moments away. The Mountaineers will receive the kickoff. We're keeping an eye on that Livingston game, just 5 minutes away from here. Playoff spots in the same potential section as West Orange come playoff time on the line.
Livingston is a few yards away from field goal range, possibly, with time winding down.
So West Orange have fumbled the ball a decent amount of times, it's safe to say, in the first half. They look to change that in the second and put this game in the bag. All they need is 2 more points. They can do it. They can exceed that with a field goal or touchdown. They can get the safety. If they get 2 more, that clock will run. So West Orange are in their huddle. The Bengals of Bloomfield are on the field. They're looking to once again try and kickstart a comeback, but this time complete it. West Orange trying to put this game in the bag. In the ensuing moments, we have a whole nother half of football here at Suriano Field for the last time this regular season. Ryan Lowry joined with Jacob Gorin and Jordan Cooper here above the press box. It's a chilly but good, clear evening for football. Friday night lights here on the campus of West Orange High School. West Orange will receive. They lost the coin toss. Bloomfield wanted to receive. Well, West Orange unintentionally received the kickoff to themselves on an unintentional onside kick. Bloomfield have the ball set far side on their own 40. Mountaineers will now set up their returning squad. Makai Green trots on back to receive as the lone man back there. He'll have a couple lines in front of him ready to block. He's actually going to go dual, as out there as well as Rayel Hunter. Close side, Green far side.
Livingston, because that game's tied late in the fourth quarter, but West Orange loves to run this 2-player backfield on kick returns, punt returns.
Green on the catch, and he propels his way to his own 40 to get this third quarter started. It's 35-7 West Orange as their offense will trot on to the field. Quarterbacking for them once again this second half. Xander Lipsy, he's had quite the half, Jacob, the first half.
Yeah, Lipsy was really zipping the ball around that first half. One thing I want to note though, Corey Dishman left the game in the second quarter with an injury, is back out there to start the second half. That's really good news for West Orange.
Very good news for West Orange as they have a game at Irvington High School, so a far drive for them next Friday night under the lights. And then it's playoff football. West Orange will likely have at least the first round at home, as here's a handoff as Hunter will dig on by for a first down. He's sneaky with the football as we're a minute in to the second half. Jacob, you want to fill us in on the Livingston-Montclair game? 2 teams in the same bracket as West Orange come the sectional tournament.
Livingston going to be
running left, back up the middle.
They have the ball, 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Looks like this one's going to be going into overtime now. Ryan, unless any miracles take place.
Second and 1 for West Orange.
So 10.5 left to go here in West Orange at Suriano Field. 35-7 Mountaineers. I'd like to thank you for joining us here on the D1 Media page on the NFHS Network. You chose the right stream if you wanted to enjoy some high-level football. As Lipsy takes the snap and hands it off. Here's Hunter, and Hunter runs into a wall and pushes it a little bit, but not too much. With 10-10 left to go here in the third quarter.
Getting down to about the 30.
A nice halftime production by the cheerleading squad, who then handed it over to the band for the remaining 10 minutes of the halftime. Always a great halftime production, filled with entertainment here at West Orange. They just do a great job. So it was enough for a first down. West Orange moved the chains.
West Orange, I mean, offense has never been an issue for them, Ryan. They just move the ball so well, so fluid, with almost every play.
Handoff, Hunter squeezes on by. Hunter cuts far side. Hunter's still on his feet as he's finally dragged on down in the end zone with momentum for the first second half touchdown for the Mountaineers.
What an individual effort by Rael Hunter as he walked through an entire Bengals defense and right into the end zone, fell his way through, forced his way through past 3 guys for the touchdown. Beautiful work by Rael Hunter. Third touchdown of the game by a running back for Hunter. That is his.
The extra point is up, and it is seared through for the extra point. So 42-7 West Orange, Jacob.
Rael Hunter, Ryan, that's his 6th touchdown of the season, 6th rushing touchdown.
Bloomfield 7.
Well, as the PA announcer, Mr. Blumpkin, said, the clock is running because now West Orange have the mercy score of 42-7. You know what that means? A running clock, unless, of course, the terrible possibility of an injury that nobody wants this late in the season. One more game left to go. The game is in the bag for West Orange. Injury is what they want to avoid, which is why I think it's a possibility we might not see Lipsy too much more in this football game.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good possibility. I mean, you want to be careful with your starters. Might put out the backups. So take out Lipsy, take out your Makai Greens, Ty Williams.
Kicked away. And this ball rolls out of bounds, unintentionally brilliantly read by Jonathan Nickel. Well, let's just one squeak on by him.
Ryan, update on the Lancers and Mounties game. That game's heading to overtime.
So extra football.
Yep.
Down in the L-Town.
At the Jake.
Jacob, we spent a lot of time at the Jake. Livingston actually played West Orange in both football and soccer there. Livingston came up with the 1-0 win against West Orange in boys soccer. On the football side, West Orange cruised by Livingston, a 35-0 victory for them.
West Orange beat Livingston in girls soccer 2-1.
Yeah, in the
we were there too. That was a good game.
A great rivalry that was. You know what else is a great rivalry? Battle of the Oranges. We saw the Orange Bowl, the first and only this season. That's on the on-demand function on the UMA page in the NFA Network. What a win for East Orange campus. West Orange almost came back. You remember that one quite well.
Right. It would be fun if we could see a rematch in the playoffs. That would be a crazy game.
Well, it is really unfortunate that they're in a different section, so they'd have to meet themselves in the district tournament, which means a lot would have to go right for both teams, who are going to be playing a lot of teams they have not yet played this season, which means different competition. Once you make it to the playoffs, it's a whole different beast, Jacob. And again, you might say, well, that's a little unrational, but that's not why we love sports. We love sports because it's unrational. We love sports because of the excitement and the possibility of an upset.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Sports is, and that's what makes it exciting, is the possibility that anything can happen. You know, you play the games for a reason.
Handoff. And Jonathan Nickel will continuously be dragged down. They could have pulled him all the way across the street if they wanted to, but they'll take him down eventually. And the football is fumbled and recovered by the Mountaineers. So a sneaky turnover, Jacob.
Yeah, I think Matthew Bovey was the one who knocked that out of the hands and recovered it.
Fumble recovery on the play for West Orange, number 33, Matt Bovey.
So Bovey punches it out and picks it on up, falls onto it. West Orange have the ball in attacking territory up by a comfortable mercy ruling 35, which means the clock will continuously run.
Right out there right now, Amir Stewart. So Lipsy's night is up. Don't give him the rest off. Oh, Stewart fumbled the ball.
First tough snap for Stewart as he once again fumbles it, and well, it looks like we'll play some back and forth football, Jacob. And, well, give it back to Bloomfield right where they lost it.
Yep.
You get knee side deja vu, Jacob? I mean, I know it was a separate play,
yeah.
but... I mean.
Ryan, your Stewart, first snap of the game. Lipsy's night seems to be up.
And that's where they take over to start their drive.
So, it's a new drive from the same spot. What a coincidence.
Maybe like a yard or two difference. About the same though.
Yeah. Range them in the same area, roughly they're 35. So, one lined up to the right, two to the left, and a running back on the shoulder.
5-man rush.
Ball is thrown, and it is incomplete to the intended receiver of Adkins, out of the hands of Applendell. 4:15 and a running clock here at Suriano Field. Jacob, we got an exciting winter of athletics. What are you looking forward to in terms of Essex County domination?
I mean, obviously you love some good high school hockey, Ryan.
Yeah.
Livingston, West Orange, both looking to be pretty good teams. Actually not in the same division, Ryan.
Yeah.
Not in the McKinnis division.
McKinnis division, I believe, is one of the highest divisions in high school hockey.
Yeah.
As
in the state of New Jersey. Livingston, really great. Glenrock won last year. They beat Livingston in the finals.
Brought down by number 55, Gensley August on the play.
West Essex, Caldwell, their combined program always pretty strong.
Verona, Glenridge.
Yeah, VGR. Combined programs we see in hockey, there's not as much interest as a sport like football or soccer or basketball. West Orange basketball on the girls' side. This is Kylie Capstraw's final season in Mountaineer Blue before she heads off to take over the Yale Blue. She's going to be an Ivy League D1 athlete. That's very impressive.
Oh, yeah.
That's daughter of Tim Capstraw, Brooklyn Nets analyst. As Bloomfield are going to try and get a little tricky, as running it down is Adkins. He's going to pick up a lot of yardage out of bounds. Move the chains, as I was saying.
Yeah, Kylie Capstraw, we watched her over the past year or two, and she's just taken over New Jersey girls basketball. Complete domination.
Second team All-State this year. She could be a lock for first team All-State if she improves. She's playing very well for the NJ Bells of club basketball. So
I would not be surprised if she gets drafted into the WNBA, Ryan.
Yeah, 6 foot, very tall, very good athlete. And she also played soccer, West Orange soccer, county champions, Jacob.
Beat Livingston in the final.
2-1. Just gets away as Applendell, and it's thrown out of bounds and incomplete with 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. So this quarter, running through, Jacob. I'm really looking forward to Pope John, St. Peter's. St. Peter's in a 2-game losing streak. Pope John trying to come up with the upset. That's tomorrow. Kevin Connolly will be on the call for that one on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. Make sure to subscribe to the NFHS Network if you haven't already. They provide high school sports and all events across our beautiful nation. You can watch it anywhere around the world with an account at a cheap price. You can pay for the monthly or the yearly subscription. I guarantee you it's worth it. 90 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Bloomfield in attacking territory. Here's a handoff. Jones tries to open space, but he is shut down by John Osahi. 1:15 left to go.
By number 35, Chris Barino on the play for West Orange.
1:12, 3rd and 11. 70 seconds of football in the third quarter before it's the fourth. West Orange will move to 6-2. Bloomfield 2-6. Bloomfield take on the Lancers. They host them for their final game of the season. West Orange visit a far team of Irvington as this one is thrown and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver of Jaden Atkins. Both these teams got to look ahead. And Livingston won. Let's get the update.
Livingston has just won on a Hail Mary deep ball touchdown.
Did you see who caught it?
I don't believe I did, but Livingston, it looks like, has won and has kept himself in the playoff race, Ryan.
Well, Livingston is still in it. They are in the same bracket as Montclair and West Orange. In order for them to stay in, they're also going to have to win next week. They're taking on a Bloomfield team that, as you can see right now on your screen, is struggling to take down a West Orange team that Livingston got shut out by. So that could be a very good game. 5 seconds left to go, and it looks like after this possible snap that I don't think will come off in time, in which I am incorrect. Oh, no, I am actually correct. That will do the third quarter. They blow it dead. So we will have the fourth quarter next for you right here on the D1 Main Provision, the NFHS Network. 42-7, Mountaineers.
One of New Jersey's premier high school basketball teams gets their coverage from D1 Media Pro. And it goes like this.
Finds Floyd to tie things up. Tie game! 62 apiece. 90 seconds.
Floyd attacking and throws it down. Corey Floyd. A missed opportunity down low behind the back to Bueno and one. Lawrence with Floyd. He'll lob it up on a slam. Too low for Dunn. Wilcher to Floyd. Lays it in and one on the lob.
Thought about the three. Drives baseline. Oh, what a start for Corey Floyd.
Here with Corey Floyd after a tough...
Wilcher, three. Got it. Simeon Wilcher is fired up.
Bueno and Simeon Wilcher all alone with the flush. Here with Simeon Wilcher. And a pass taken away by Marshall. And he'll throw it down. Tosses.
42-7, fourth quarter football. Both teams, all 3 timeouts left to go. Bloomfield trying to cut that big West Orange lead. This one has gone down the field. The intended receiver was Clydesdale. It was too strong, almost intercepted by the diving Mason Luciano. Some West Orange faces on the field that we have not seen much this year when we covered them.
Yeah, West Orange playing their backups now. How much to lose? Clock will continue to tick down. So, my bad. Livingston did not actually win yet.
Yeah, the way high school overtime works is the same as college. Both teams get a drive.
I thought that...
It's like baseball.
I thought that Montclair went first. They did not.
As I say, nobody's perfect. Only the smartest admit when they're wrong. Here's a handoff. Cruising on by with a lot of space and tripped on down. Nice first run of the game right there for Adonis White, the 6'1", 255 third string running back. He's fast. Adonis White, looking at his future, he's only a sophomore.
Could be possibly, another future of this running back group. The flag.
So the flag will most likely cancel this play as the ball was given to Aljamir Newsom, the 5'9", 176 junior. And it is a Mountaineers false start, so scratch all of that and push West Orange back 10 yards with 10.5 left to go here in the closing quarter of Suriano Field regular season football in the year of 2021-2022. Jacob, it's been so fun, I have to say. This year covering West Orange, it's really been a fun one. It's been a doozy.
Yeah. It's been a really fun year, right?
15 for the Mountaineers. Ball on their own 42-yard line to the penalty.
First and 15. Here's the snap. It's a handoff. They're going to give it right back to Jameer Newsom. And it looks like he gained the 5 back. And is he still up? No, they'll blow him dead as he skips on past the 40 with under 10 left to go.
Gain of 5 on the play.
So they're going to give him 5 with 9:40 left to go.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Jacob, college football tomorrow. Big day. Pro football Sunday. Big day. We got a lot of football this weekend covered by the media.
Stewart from the shotgun.
Yep.
Handoff. They're going to give it right back to the speedy sophomore himself, Adonis White. And jolts out of bounds.
I am personally not confident in my Washington football team that they will be able to beat the Packers.
That's a fair comment. Who's arguing with you? Mountain Joe? Not many people.
Dan Snyder? I don't know.
9:05.
I'm glad if I'm disagreeing with Dan Snyder.
Handoff. Shut down Aljamir Newsom, who's swapping off handoffs at the moment with Adonis White, the junior and the sophomore, who have a couple years left in this program to put some damage in. West Orange, looking ahead to next year, could be a pretty solid team. The freshman team lost their first game of the season recently. What a ride they had. Stewart quickly hands it off. Ooh, getting tricky is Adonis White. He's still on his feet to the 15, to the 10. And he's met out of bounds by LaRue, excuse me, at the 7. That's a good run for him.
Definitely is, Ryan. You know, Ryan, it's senior night. That means West Orange is going to lose some really good players. We talked a lot about Makai Green. Talked a lot about Jared Bissay as well, and Xander Lipsy. But Xander Lipsy, especially, I think is going to be their biggest loss. You'll always have speedy receivers, those big tight end type receivers that are going to come up. You're not always going to have a quarterback that can really zip the ball, has an arm like Lipsy.
I will say Stewart, not too bad himself, not too shabby. He's a junior. He'll most likely take up the reins next year, unless a surprise. But I think Stewart's quite the quarterback, honestly.
Goal from about the 6-yard line.
It looks like there's an official's timeout, and the clock will stop for the first time in a while with 7:35. And we're going to wait for the official calling on this one, possibly a Mountaineers timeout. We don't have an official call, but we're going to go to break and have an update for you next.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Welcome back to Suriano Field. An injury timeout by the official's call was what we had. We're not sure who was injured. We'll try and figure that one out for you, but no guarantees on the identification of the injured player. 7:35, and that clock will now start to run. 42-7, the offending West Orange at the moment. Amir Stewart hands it off and running on in to the 1. Oh, almost got his first varsity touchdown rushing right there. Handoff right there was Ike Odemine. That was quite close. Third from the 1. They give it right back to Odemine, who might have actually fumbled the football, yeah.
To give again to Odemine.
Did he lose it is the question. I mean, everyone's acting like he did, and it is going to be 4th down. So West Orange recovered with under 7 left to go.
Ball was loose, recovered by the Mountaineers. That'll bring up 4th down and goal. Ball's on the 1-yard line.
So 4th and goal from the 1. West Orange getting jumpy and cheery on their bench. No spirit on the Bloomfield side, to no surprise, of course. Tough day for them. Haven't been able to take advantage of the West Orange fumbles and slacking. West Orange able to come up with a win this evening. So Stewart from the gun, as they will go for it. Gives it to Odemine, who loses the football where it's picked up. Coming down the other side is Jones. Jones has open field. He is not being chased by anyone anymore as he's at the 10, the 5, and the end zone for a scoop and score. Bloomfield touchdown.
99 yards to the house. Touchdown Bengals.
That was quite a play by Joey Jones. Knocked the ball out of the hands of Odemine. Picked it up. Went 99 yards for the touchdown. Another update, Ryan, from Livingston as the Mounties tied the game.
So what would the score be?
17-17.
Extra football. We started a full hour later than them. And they're still playing football. We're almost
Over
done.
an hour later.
Yeah. Wow. Actually, I think just under. I believe they started at roughly 6:30. We started at 7:18. 42-13. And now Bloomfield call a timeout. So this game is not over yet, folks. We'll be right back.
Oh, God.
Want to learn how to be a talk show host? Want to be a great play-by-play announcer?
That's good!
You always have to be prepared for something to happen.
Thank you, Gary.
Sure, thank you, Matthew.
Good evening, everybody. Today is Super Bowl 54. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers.
But sometimes there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot going on, there's a lot on your mind.
Arizona is a tough out right now.
I think the Chiefs come out of it.
He speaks beautifully.
To speak in front of people, learning how to have a conversation, learning to ask questions. These are skills that will help you in whatever you do in your life.
Want to learn how to be a talk show host? Want to be a great play-by-play announcer?
That's good!
You always have to be prepared.
So now it's 42-13. Extra point coming from Bloomfield on the scoop and score from Joey Jones. From Darian Lewis, he's 1 for 1 on extra points today. Can he be 2 for 2? Yes, he can, as he drills that one. He kicked that one like a penalty kick in soccer. 42-14. Bloomfield showing signs of life, but I believe it's just a little too late. Stay tuned on the D1 Media page on the NFHS Network.
When one of the top public high school athletic programs in the state of New Jersey uses the #1 live stream in the nation.
Flip to Carson. He went the 90 yards on the kickoff return. He's trying to finish it off with a touchdown, and he does! Jakai Carson.
Ball court. Passed on over to Capstraw. Capstraw will dive in past 2 players, and she's able to lay it up and score. That is the 1,000-point club type of play right there. You can't ask for better than that one.
Pass across. Stick down by Murphy. Send a shot and deflected. They score!
2 now. We're at the 2:30 marker left in the game. Immaculate go quickly, but it has just costed them a good play there to stay on the West Orange side. Diving in quickly is
And number 9, Rael Hunter.
on the scoop and score on the extra point. Bloomfield now have 14. West Orange still with 42 as they now are back on offense. This one is caught. Hunter charges on by at the 40. Gets to the 50. He's in attacking territory and is tripped up at the 30, where they'll mark him down. A humongous tackle from Jones saves West Orange redemption.
Rael Hunter's holding the set. He's going up. I could have had a touchdown there. Great play by Jones to hold him off.
Jones knocked the wind out of him.
I think Jones is having a really solid game right.
Yeah, scoop and score for Jones. 99-yard rush. Offensive and special teams weapon is there. He saved a touchdown. Just unfortunate that that might not do anything at all, as West Orange will come out of this one with a victory, as there's under 3 minutes left to go on the clock, and the clock is running. West Orange in attacking territory. It's been a tough day for them. They've dropped the ball a lot. A record amount of fumbles for them today.
Yeah. I mean, West Orange is doing a good job. Come playoff time, even from next week, holding on to the ball.
Handoff, trying to open up space. Cut around through is Adonis White. And looks like he's going to be just short of the first down. No, they're going to signal the chains with 2:20 left to go. Oh! And it looks like we might have a Gatorade drop down somewhere. Oh, it looks like they're actually going to put it away. Here's a snap, and it's a handoff. Cruising on around is Hutchins, and goes in minus direction. Let's take a look down at the West Orange bench. We got something going on over there. There's a Gatorade bottle that may just be dropped later today on Coach Darnell Grant. We're going to try and show that one to you, as there's 100 seconds of football left to be played, and a West Orange victory inevitable. And their last home game celebration of the 2021-2022 season will come in the ensuing moments. Handoff on the jet sweep. Cut around from Matthew Barino, getting his first handoff of the day with 85 seconds left to go. Met down at the 20 by a pile. As we just saw a Gatorade splash on Coach Grant.
Ryan, an update from Livingston. The Lancers have held the Mounties to a field goal, which means a touchdown for them here will win the game.
Wow, that game might actually finish later than ours. Handoff. In comes Stanley.
To number 17, Raza Stanley.
So, you know, they're giving everyone a handoff, Jacob. Can I go next? I kind of want to run. Do you want to run with me? You can go after me. I mean, we're getting a handoff to everybody. You know who I want to get a handoff next? I think they should really give Stewart and Lipsy a handoff. They've been doing an excellent job quarterbacking this year. 35 seconds left to go, and everyone's marching off the field. This might just do the ball game, and I think that's exactly what it will do. So that does it here from West Orange, Essex, New Jersey. Ryan Lowry, Jacob Gordon, Jordan Cooper, the trio crew signing off for the last time this season in the regular season, I should say. Jacob, you want to wrap us up?
Sure, thank you. From Suriano and Jacob Gordon, Ryan Lowry, Jordan, the recording, Cooper on camera. Thank you for watching, and good night.
42, Bloomfield 14.
Mike's off, let it run.